What's up, you guys? Scott here. In this very short video, I'm going to be answering a very common question that I get all the time, which is, Scott, where do I go to actually find coaching and therapy clients that need my help, are willing to pay, and are willing to commit 100% today? So guys, I'm going to answer that question. We're going to be basing this around simple social media strategies. So if you don't have any clients, you're struggling to get clients, or you have no idea where your clients are online, this video is going to make it very, very simple. I'm going to keep this intro very, very short. So guys, let's dive in. Let's go. So to answer this question, it's a very simple equation once you understand social media. So this is only really applicable if you're running an online therapy or coaching business. Now, again, I say this all the time, regardless of whether you're a therapist, hypnotherapist, coach, NLP, any type of healer, this process is still the same. We just have to follow really the rules of social media. And if you're wanting to know where do you actually find clients who absolutely, for sure, want your services, well, it really is just going to the places of where your clients are. And that's really just understanding really the basics of social media. So when it comes to working out, I've given you probably the 4 biggest social media platforms. You've just got to ask yourself this question right at the start, like, who are your clients? If you don't have a niche, you don't have a specific type of, let's say, a professional or a general public, maybe mothers or father. If you don't know who these niches are or what niche you're going to be working with, it's pretty much impossible to try and find clients online, because it would be like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that spaghetti gets stuck to the right person at the right time. You have to niche. Niching solves pretty much, I would say, 95% of all therapy and coaching businesses. But if you're against niching, guys, I would just skip this video, go find something else, go look at a mindset video or something like that. Because when it comes down to it, if you don't niche, it's going to be impossible to do the marketing, to do the sales, make money. Everything derives from the niche, guys, as I've mentioned several times. So let's get into this. So who are your clients? When you understand that, you've just got to ask yourself, where do they hang out the most? And we just have to understand what social media platform does what. What clusters of people does it collect? Well, let's go through these 4. So I've got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So let's look at Facebook. So we know Facebook, it's going to be full of what I call general public clients. These are mothers, fathers, just general people who are really not linked to a profession or anything like that. They're going to go to Facebook to not only be social, but thanks to Facebook, it also pulls together people we know that are Facebook groups. And Facebook groups are really easy to find because usually the Facebook group has the very keyword or the very niche that you're trying to target, like anxiety, stop smoking, weight loss, mindset, whatever it is. And it should be your goal, if you're working with general public clients, to just go over to Facebook, and that's where you're going to find people who want coaching, people who need therapy. And it's your job to go into these groups, find out what questions people are asking, and then try to educate these people, talk to these people directly. Now, there's very many ways you can turn these strangers into paying clients. I'm not going to get into that today because that's a whole system in itself. However, the Facebook group does all the work for us. So it's very, very simple. There's another little sneaky way that really I only teach my 100K coaching program students. I'm going to give you guys this today. It's quite interesting is think of your favorite guru. Okay, be the Tony Robbins, could be any of those gurus. I don't really know who they are because I don't really follow any of them. However, I know that these gurus, these quote unquote experts in the industry, have business pages, and they're going to have business pages that have millions and millions of followers, which means that when they create a video or a post on a certain subject, which could be my niche, I'm going to see people that are commenting, people that are asking questions, people that are interacting with this content. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm actually going to go over to these guru pages, type in the keyword search inside this guru page. It's always going to be like a business page because they run Facebook ads and stuff. And I'm going to type in the word like anxiety or stop smoking. And I'm going to wait for some of their content to show up based on that result. I'm going to go looking through all the comments, and those people that are commenting or asking further questions or need clarification, they are going to be the people that I start conversations with. Why? Because they're commenting on a post about a problem they have. They're making almost like an indirect inquiry about the post or the video that they've just watched. So this now becomes my potential client. And this person, they're asking a question. It means they've got a problem. These people can now become my coaching or my therapy clients. Very, very simple, guys. Make a list of all your favorite gurus and just go basically steal their audience, which is a sort of incorrect way to say it, but that's really what it is. Okay. And that's what Facebook ads does. People don't understand this. When you run Facebook ads, Facebook is going to go to these guru pages if you target those gurus as part of your audience targeting. And they're going to do exactly what I just said there, but I don't have to pay for the ad. I just have to manually do it myself. So Facebook ads is doing it already. I just understand how Facebook really works, the dynamics of it, and I can just replicate what Facebook does without spending a cent. Okay. So that's Facebook. And majority of you guys are on Facebook anyway. So a very simple approach. Let's look at Instagram. So what's the difference between Instagram? Well, Instagram is really full of what I call a lot of gurus, a lot of experts. So Instagram's more like the flashy type of Facebook. So the way I look at Instagram is I do the same thing as Facebook. I go to all the guru pages. I look through all their posts. I look through their content, especially if they ask a question or there's something specifically on anxiety or weight loss, whatever my niche is. And I do exactly the same thing. Those people that comment on the posts are asking questions based on the video they just watched. I'm going to send them a friend request. I'm going to follow them and I'm going to start a conversation. Also, I can target things like hashtags. So hashtags, it might be like an anxiety hashtag, mindset hashtag. I'm going to click on that hashtag. It's going to bring me up all the most relevant content and the most popular content. Again, go through the comments, go through the likes, go through the shares, and I'm going to start talking to those people directly. A very simple approach. My approach really comes from this, guys, is if someone's watching a video or reading a post and they've got a question or a comment, it means that that piece of content hasn't really solidified in their mind how they can overcome their problem. So I'm going to start a conversation with them and I'm going to fill in the educational gap and I'm going to educate that person personally more so than what that post did or what that video did. And I'm going to spend my time educating this person, proving my expertise, proving that I'm different than everybody else. And this happens in aggregate and turn this person into a paid client. I do this every day. My VAs actually do this for me. But again, I'm not paying for leads. I'm not paying for ads. I'm just doing the same thing as an ad would do, but I'm just doing it manually. Okay. Next is LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is pretty much a replication of Facebook, but we know it's more like professionals. It's going to be like CEOs, business owners, coaches, online business owners, whatever it is, same thing. Okay. Now, LinkedIn does have groups, but they're definitely not as good as the Facebook groups. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the search bar. I'm going to look specifically, let's say I'm working with lawyers again, and simply go to LinkedIn, start talking to all the lawyers. Okay. If I know that lawyers, 90% of lawyers smoke, this is just a thing off the top of my head. I know that if I target a whole bunch of lawyers, numbers are on my side. I might get, let's say, out of 10 people, 2 say no, but 8 say yes. I'm just going to start a conversation. When it comes down to it, guys, if you're not getting enough clients, you're not having enough conversations with people. There are people online that may not be directly saying they want help, but as soon as someone asks a question, that means they're asking for help inside their mind. They're looking for an answer. It's your job, guys, to provide that answer. Now, I know a lot of people will say to me, Scott, well, hang on, it sounds like a lot of marketing. I don't want to spend all my time marketing. I just want to have clients. Well, the only way to get clients is to do the marketing. I'll see, people in my mentorship or like people that are doing what I do as far as like growing businesses. And they'll say like, I can help you become a full-time coach, not a full-time marketer. Well, you can't become a full-time coach unless you do full-time marketing because your clients only come from marketing. So the more marketing you do, the more clients you're going to get. The less marketing you do, the more inefficient your marketing is, the less clients you're going to get. So it's hand in hand. You can't have one or the other. The next, my absolute favorite that nobody uses is YouTube. And the way I look at YouTube is just like this. YouTube is just like a mixture of everything. But we can't target people. We can't talk to people directly. We can answer their comments and things like this on our videos. But I always think of YouTube as this. It's just a mixture of professionals, general public, people wanting an answer. If they have anxiety, they're typing in, how do I overcome anxiety? How do I quit smoking cold turkey? What are the symptoms for letting go of a narcissistic relationships? Whatever it is. And it's your job to, as I've said many times, answer your clients' most common questions, create content, and allow that content to answer those questions for you. But again, a lot of people use YouTube where they'll tell their story. They'll talk about random things that have nothing to do with their niche. And they wonder, why, Scott, how come I can't get clients from YouTube? Well, you've got to base it around like a how-to type video. If you have anxiety, here's how to overcome it. Here's how to overcome smoking. Here's how to overcome bad relationships, whatever it is. And it's your job to, obviously, there's a lot that goes into YouTube as far as keyword research, tags, all that sort of stuff. But the general rules are just that. People are going to YouTube to get their questions answered. Okay, sure, it's a bit of people going there for entertainment. That's definitely what YouTube has as well. But there are people going for getting their questions answered. And it's your job to allow your content to show up and teach that person how to come X, Y, and Z. Give a call to action, have the right description, the right tag, the right thumbnails, all that sort of stuff. I can't teach that here because it will be another video all in itself, but you sort of get my point, guys. Okay. So when it comes down to it, if you're struggling to get clients, this is as basic as it gets. You just have to know who your clients are. If you don't have a niche, this is a pointless exercise. There's no point watching this video. If you do have a niche, who are these people? Isolate this person specifically, and then just go to the social media platform where they hang out. If it's general public, go to Facebook. If there, you know that someone has, like, if there's a big expert in your industry and you want to capitalize on their audience, go to Instagram. LinkedIn, if you're working with professionals, business owners, CEOs, lawyers, doctors, anything like that, go to LinkedIn. And above all, I recommend everybody does everything on YouTube. Spend a lot of your time on YouTube, guys, creating how-to videos, answering your clients' most common questions, because YouTube will out-leverage every other social media platform, and it's so simple to do. So, guys, that's it. Therapist or a coach, it doesn't really matter. Who are your clients? Where do they hang out the most? Spend 80, 90, 100% of your time in those places, speaking to all the right people. Don't bother going to places where your clients are not. Okay, if your clients you know for sure aren't on LinkedIn, why bother marketing there? If you know for sure your clients are not on Facebook and they're all on Instagram, spend all your time there. Less work, less money. You're going to make less work, make more money. Okay, and you're going to be targeting the right people at the right time, which means that 100% of your marketing is going to be seen by the right people and not just fall on deaf ears and get lost in all the noise of the internet. So, guys, that's really it. Hopefully that answers that simple question. I've done just what I've asked you to do by answering a question. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please feel free, or if you feel like this video was good, please feel free to leave a like or a comment. Any questions you have, guys, comment below. I'll always be answering those questions personally. But, guys, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.